Welcome back! Now we're on Mission 3, Weapons of Vengeance, Part 4, Air Base Assault. Our mission description: enter the experimental aircraft test facility via the outer compound of the rocket base. The airbase houses the latest Bachmann BA-317 Cobra experimental rocket plane in a hangar at the northern perimeter. Wait a minute, I could have sworn it said 315 and it didn't have the BA part, but that could just be me freaking out from not really paying attention to that number. I could have sworn it was a different number. Upon infiltration of the airbase, eliminate any resistance and proceed to the Cobra launch hangar. You will need to prep the Cobra for launch, so look for launch procedure documentation in the facility. Once you have appropriated the Cobra and are airborne, proceed immediately back to the OSA airbase in Malta. Where is Malta? Is Malta supposed to be like near Spain or Italy? I'm not a geologist, okay? I don't know this map stuff. The BA-317 is reported to travel at speeds in excess of 500 knots, so enemy air defenses should offer no problem. That's actually really ridiculous when you think of it. Like, the plane is so fast that the only way to stop it is if you have a heat-seeking missile that goes as fast as the plane, but they don't have that because they just have like flak and stuff, so they can't actually hit you with flak because they won't even notice you're gone by the time they see you. Contact OSA immediately upon touchdown in Malta for debriefing and further orders. Good luck. Mission objectives: gain access to Cobra! Prep Cobra for launch, and capture Cobra and fly to OSA airbase in Malta. They really want me to know that it's in Malta. I'm trying to think of why they would want me to care that's in Malta. Actually, let me look at where Malta is, just so I can get a vague idea. Malta is a country in Europe that's an island between Italy and Libya and Tunisia. So the OSA airbase is in Malta, which is near Italy, which means we have literally nothing to worry about when it comes to Italy. I'm trying to think of what part of the war this is in, because if we've already knocked out Italy, it's actually pretty cool. Yeah, there should have been more with Italy if you think about it. Like, oh, there's a secret Italian force or something trying to knock you out. And then it becomes this giant like side thing while you're flying your plane. And it turns out the Italians are also a bit more knowledgeable about the occult because they have this historical thing going on with Rome and something. I don't know, the game could have added so much more beyond Nazis by having Italy being, you know, not quite as useless as they were in real life. That's what I was thinking for a while too. Not to start digressing away from this mission, but I really do wish this game had more to do with other factions besides the Nazis, because they're trying to make different factions within the Nazi regime. But why not get the Italians and the Japanese involved? Why not get the Romanians involved? Why not get, what was it called? VV France. Why not get that involved too? Belgium and Austria and all these other places that have like their own little bits and pieces of history. Norway could have had its own little things going on too with more Norse mythology. That would have been cool. But I understand why they only kept it with Germany because, you know, Wolfenstein, you had to keep it German. But I'm talking about later installments and sequels and such. So the Cobra rocket plane is supposed to be important because that actually was a thing back in World War II, was that we had secret rocket planes going on with Germany. America didn't really know about rocket engineering until we gained the scientists from Germany. We did have a couple that were trying to be a bit more flattened. I remember they had one called a pancake and nobody cared about that one. Like, it was like one of the worst ideas out there. I think there was also a very small rocket plane. I remember seeing that in the game Battlefield 1942 Secret Weapons of World War II. It was called the Goblin or the Gremlin. And it was like a very small rocket plane that was, you were supposed to like jump out of it and there wasn't really a way to land it. But it was an idea that didn't get off the ground, you know, pun intended. So Malta isn't really that important, but I guess it's supposed to be like a free area, not influenced by Italy, and it's close by. And the OSA is in charge of that, so I don't know how they made something where you can land this rocket plane. But again, this is an area of the game where we're just supposed to be having fun, looking at some cool secret weapons of World War II, seeing a bit of a sci-fi thing going on, but not too sci-fi. And here in the airbase is where we're going to see the Black Guard for once. And this is also where we're going to find the new weapon of the game, the paratrooper rifle, which is supposed to act like the previous Mauser rifle, but it's supposed to be fully automatic with 20 rounds rather than 10. So it's this perfect range between the rifle and the submachine gun, giving you the power of the rifle with the speed of a submachine gun. And everybody says it's probably their favorite weapon in the game. I would say, yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite weapons. It's definitely one of the most useful, but also the one that uses up the most ammo when you don't expect it to use up so much. So you do have to be careful with this one and treat it like it's a rifle that you don't have to keep cocking. So speaking of cocking, let's get on with this. There's a rocket plane. And it has this little backdrop thing going on. And it's off. Beautiful. We're gonna take out these guys up here. I believe they're all dead. Let's use the rest of it. I have 1 round left? Whoa. So because I activated the guards, this truck comes in. We can go through here. But I'm gonna stay up here. I don't actually, ooh. We're really close to activating that. But these guys were summoned anyway. Ouch! What? I died? How did I die? Well, let's start that again. I'm gonna rush in instead of sniping. Save some special ammo. Well, I activated the alarm this time. All thanks to this general, man. It does not go away. There's a guy with a sniper rifle that really got me. The MP40s are no concern. They can't hit me. Ooh. That's what got me last time. Half my health gone. What is going on? This is a hard mission. This is like by far the hardest mission I've had to play. So we're just trying to get out of this area, and I've been killed 300 times. Where'd that other guy go? So I had to get that guy, but the glass is weird. There's a million guys this side. Oh my god! Why is this sniper guy so fucking strong? And it's a huge empty area, so the second they come out of their clown Volkswagen, the sniper could be anywhere. Ugh. I'm gonna do something slightly unexpected. They can't snipe me in here, that's for sure. So far I haven't activated that truck. His health. So I killed this guy before he can actually knock the table. He's supposed to knock the table aside. At least I'm surviving. Yeah, I'll be honest, I've never had a problem with that opening before. I've done it so well before. Maybe because I had armor. I was prepared for the challenge being later with the paratroopers. I've never had some guy super duper far away shooting the crap out of me with a sniper rifle before. Half health is practically unheard of on normal level, even with explosions. Let's get one of these hells. So our main weakness is that guy with the rifle. It's just Nostalgia Critic, but German. Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I burn the books so you don't have to read them. Sorry, Doug. That was a goof. I was only joking. Is that guy super far away? Let's see if the Panzerfaust can clean up their clown car. Did it blow up? Or did the game delete it from existence like Battlefield 1942? Where are they running to? There's one rifle guy down. Oh! There was like 3 people stacked on top of each other. I don't know if I'm going to survive. I'm really afraid of his rifle. Really, really afraid. Oh. Okay, I think that rifle guy is taken care of now. Carefully enter here. See like a million bombs. Makes me afraid of everything. One house in this giant empty area. Good planning, guys. Dynamite. Of course, we get dynamite after we need it. That's what always bugs me about these kinds of games. They give you the item you need after you needed it. As a way to say, hey, I know you needed it before, but here it is now. Like Metal Gear Solid, when they would tell you the instructions on what to do after you already did it. Why are they running like they're in slow motion? And where are they running to? And I have no idea where they came from either. This is just confusing. Let's check this area. Should be some health like the last hangar. Hangar, I barely know her. There's like 1 million rocket ships all over this place. They look great. I love the way this place looks. The XR. Extra retarded. Man, just imagine there's like a Wolfenstein RTS game. And these little buggers are flying around, dropping bombs. Like Red Alert. But it's Wolfenstein. Would be better than the Halo Wars, that's for sure. Ah, there's a guy. I'm pretty far away. There's a factor with their spread. So with their submachine guns, once you're at a certain distance, they actually can't hit you unless you're moving around because the spread's like around you. So it's like a cone shape of inaccuracy that these guys have. Kind of interesting when you think of it. Makes the game easier when you're far away, harder when you're close up. But the riflemen, they are ridiculously accurate when they're right there. And they're also even more accurate when they're far away. To all maintenance personnel, from Major Vorstigs, what the hell's name is that? Vorstigs. Subject, unauthorized use of equipment. Effective immediately, the practice of brewing coffee in the MK2 sequential fuel purifier is strictly forbidden. As anyone who's witnessed the events of last Thursday can attest, the presence of even the slightest impurities within the condenser vessel can lead to a violent chemical reaction. Anyone found in violation of this policy will be dealt with in the harshest manner imaginable. Major B. Vorst, Acting Safety Officer, Reich Special Projects Maintenance. That's kind of funny. People were destroying the entire base because they were making coffee. This is one of those games where we would have little bits and pieces like that, and it was acting a bit closer to Metal Gear Solid than anything. I mean, that's like a Metal Gear Solid moment. Put like or like, you know, Hitman. Like you put coffee beans in the thing, and then it just explodes. Make it look like an accident, leave. Did I get him? I'm aiming for his tiny hands. Yeah, if they wanted to do something with stealth. Ooh. That's a beauty. Now the alarm sounding. So the alarm is sounding and there's guys coming. I think it's too late for that. I'm gonna run away to over meow. Oh, I ran to the wrong side. Where are they running to? What is going on? This game got really weird. I died like 3 times in a row and now this game just got so weird. As long as they have some machine guns, I have nothing to worry about. I'm not moving. This is Eric Cartman walk. Isn't it weird how going prone was a long development for FPS? So that's good, and that's good. But yeah, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by a bunch of guys coming in, this game should have definitely went for a more Hitman style. Have you make it look like it's an accident and all that. Oh, Jesus! Phew! Sorry for that jump scare. That actually did scare me. I forgot the guy is going to be doing that. And that might be worse than the sniper. Might. We're gonna waddle waddle here. I see some legs down there. Check out the gams on this one, Errol. Ouch, mein Todesbacken. This place is indoors, so we're going close combat. No, you don't. That's how you try to pull out your peanut butter jelly sandwich or whatever you're trying to do. It's a grenade, but it's the same. It's actually the same thing, you know, behind the back kind of thing that they would do in Lego Rock Raiders when they would pull out a sandwich. So I gained the access to the silo. I think this is the Cobra that we're looking for. And this is different than the other rocket ships that are... I keep saying rocket ships. Oh, Jesus. Rocket planes. It's different. It's more closer to that one that was from real life. It was called the Bachmnader. Alright, so this is going to be a puzzle in this game. Oh, no!
Please don't shoot.
Alright, get out then. He might backstab me, though.
The lever on the right is to open the hatch doors. The lever has malfunctioned, though, so you'll need to go to the manual override station, just below the tower door. In there, you'll see a hand crank. You'll have to turn it many times, but the doors will open. Now, please, let me go. I've told you everything I know.
I don't know what happens if you let him go, so... Sorry, Nazi. To all area commanders, from Deputy Reichmaster Ugly Chick. Subject, Ladder Safety Project Results. I am pleased to announce that since the implementations of Reichminister... I can't say Reichmaster. Reichminister's Directive 174, the mandatory introduction of safety cages for all ladders residing on military installations, our survey has shown an astonishing 75% reduction in ladder-related injuries and fatalities. I cannot begin to relate to how important this statistic is in light of current manpower shortage we are facing. They're losing guys, and they're still going to be like sending in more, sending in more. Let me caution all of you against lapsing into a false sense of complacency. Only through your unwavering diligence can this project achieve such a continued level of success. Wolfgang Ugly Chick. So they're just saying that they've been losing too many guys from guys falling off of ladders. To all control room watch commanders, from Obersteiner. Subject, backup launch tower operator. Due to the failure of our maintenance department to successfully resolve the reliability issues, which continue to plague the remote tower door act, what is that word? Actor. It will still be necessary to employ a backup launch tower operator during all launch operations. To prevent a repeat of last week's unfortunate incident, I am issuing the following standing order. The backup launch tower operator shall, at all times, carry a functioning communication set and shall not, under any circumstances, leave the vicinity of the tower door manual override. However, the situation will be corrected shortly and will not prove to be beyond the capabilities of our existing maintenance personnel. So there's supposed to be a guy that has a communications set, and he's supposed to be handling the launch tower, but I guess he's gone or something. Here's how we were going to be doing our first puzzle. It's like a Silent Hill level puzzle. So we had to do the elevation, where it'll elevate the rocket into the fueling position. Then we fuel it. Then we open the doors, and then it's ready. That's essentially what we had to do. So we had to do... It can be in pretty much any order, but we had to do yellow at the least. Fuel it up, and then open the doors. So yellow, red, and then green. So this is going to open it all the way. So now we have to find the red one. There's a guy enjoying a pickle or something. Oh yeah, das is yummy pickles. Dipping his pickles in sauerkraut like a freak. So this is the red one. Now it's refueling. And while all this is going on, we're gonna be attacked. By the Three Stooges, apparently. I'm actually not sure when it's too many guys. I mean, once I run out of holes, it's too many guys. You know what I mean? Because this game is like, you have a narrow hallway. You can handle a decent amount of guys. Whoa, they can take a lot of damage. And they're all going to be coming from down there, but there's some up here as well. Which is why I'm kind of afraid of moving upwards. Now we have the paratrooper rifle, which is probably one of the best guns in the game. I'm gonna find more health and get out of the open. Okay, so their parachutes are a weird game asset. They're part of the scenery, but they're not equipment. So do they blink into existence or appear under the equipment version of it? Hard to tell. Okay. Now we are prepared to deal with these guys. I'm getting anxious. Your shoes are squeaking so much. I like that squeak in the shoes. It's like a little SpongeBob walk cycle. Where are they? I didn't count all the parachutes, but there should be like 5 dudes. There's a couple guys over here that have this gun. I hear one of them. Whoa! Reloads pretty fast though. So we're gonna acquire as many burlets as we can. And I didn't expect them to bunch up on the stairs like that. Looks like that's the best we can do. I'm always afraid of this little area. Looks like it's gonna crush me. Yeah, why does that squeaking sound come in? It's like somebody was wearing those nylon pants, whatever you call those. A million guys stepping around over here. Can't see anything. This is a normal guy. And of course he's a sniper. Why would he be a normal dude with a normal gun? Anything else around here? Nope. Alright, so this is where we open the door. So we had to go here, no matter what. And we had to go here last. And I think this is a trap area with someone hiding. You. Oh, I think this is the guy with the headset. Right? So there's the same instructions, and this is just saying due to failure, blah 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 blah. There's a guy with the headset. So we're preparing the door. And there might be more guys that appear. Back to the super safe ladder system. This is a safety thing that they added to make sure that less people die. I mean, it's not like you just add actual stairs. Why do you need to have these ladders? I like that idea though. They just have like really weird setups rather than something that's more logical. Because they're the bad guys and stuff. So once we're out of here, we're not gonna have to worry about our armor or anything. It's gonna be all resetted. Once we get to Malta. Get some ice cream Malta because that's where everything's all melted. Yeah, or wait, I'll wash it down with a malted chocolate shake. Over down by the strip Malta. Okay, I'll stop. Bit of a long range, but better than using our submachine gun. These guys do not stand a chance. So everything's green lighted. He was fixing something here. These things I cannot read. I can't read. My favorite part of the movie The Patriot, where a black guy says he can't read. And we're gonna escape. I don't know how BJ jumps in there, but whatever. And he's able to drive a giant rocket ship with no instructions for some reason. Ah, the competent man. Oh boy. A moment where we're going to see the OSA talking again. My favorite parts.
Come in. Well, Jack?
Blaskowitz touched down with the Cobra in Malta about 6 hours.
He touched the who?
In one piece, I assume?
Yes, sir. Advanced Aeronautics is en route to Malta now.
Excellent. Now, I've read your report, Jack. Tell me what you make of this Operation Resurrection that Jerry's is so hot about.
Well, it doesn't have anything to do with erections, as I used to think.
Up. First at the dig and then at the rocket base. It is unquestionably the link between Death's Head and the paranormal group.
Anything else?
I'm afraid not, sir. We still need more information.
And what would you suggest?
We go to the source. And by that, I mean we shadow Death's Head himself. And we do it right in his own backyard.
I take it you're referring to the secret weapons facility near Kugelstadt.
Kugelstadt?
Exactly.
Interesting proposition.
Everybody's crazy over there.
We've been trying to infiltrate that facility and have had no luck at all.
I'm aware of that, sir.
And are you also aware that Kugelstadt itself has been undergoing intense Allied bombing raids for the past 48 hours?
Yes, sir. In fact, I was counting on that diversion to help tip the scales in our favor.
Well, what you probably don't know is that our Kreisau friends in the area have recently reported the existence of a high-level scientist from the weapons facility who wishes to defect and is desperately seeking asylum.
Someone from Kugelstadt is seeking asylum? These jokes write themselves.
Indeed.
All right, now this is what we're going to do.
I use my coupon to get the combo. Then you use your coupon to get the BOGO.
They have means for getting him inside the weapons facility, and he can assist them as necessary in order to get this scientist out of there and back in our hands.
And then?
Well, and then we have him play the bloodhound. Follow the scent.
So we gotta get the guy's underwear. And he's gonna use it on the bloodhound to find Death's Head.